What's up, guys? Look what we got in the building. We got the G7 HE by GameSir. Now, this is a controller compatible with Windows 10 and 11, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. Now, I originally had the G7 SE, but that did not work out as expected. In fact, right out the box, this controller just malfunctioned. It had the drift, it had just anything you can think of. I tried to adjust the settings with the GameSir app from the Xbox, nothing worked. So I'm hoping this G7 HE will be a lot different and a better experience. Now, this is a wired controller. I know a lot of you don't like wired controllers, but I'm trying something new. I'm usually a wireless kind of guy, but we're gonna be rocking with the wired controller for a while now, and I'm gonna be testing it out. Now, mind you guys, this is just an unboxing. I know a lot of you expect the most from my unboxings, but I save all that stuff for the review. So we're just gonna unbox the controller, take a look at it, play around with it, compare it to the SE here, and then we'll do a quick game test. So without further ado, let's take a look at the box. So we're looking at Hall Effect 3D joysticks. We're looking at tactile face buttons, which are supposed to be clicky and ultra responsive. So we have Hall Effect analog triggers with vibrations, which is pretty cool. That's a good touch to have the triggers with vibrations. So, okay. We also have anti-friction glide rings, so that should help with the smoothness of the controller and also with the stick drift. We have two mappable buttons here on the back and as well texture grips. So that's pretty much it. Oh, before we get into the unboxing, like I told you, this experience with the SE didn't go so well, but I did pull out that 1 month subscription for Xbox Game Pass, and here you go. Feel free to use that. All right, let's go ahead and open up the HE. Simple unboxing, simple pull tab. This should be very exciting. No sarcasm intended. Right away, we see it says GameSir. And I did get the black edition. I tried to get the white one, but that was sold out. So we got the black one, but not to worry because we will be swapping out this faceplate for the red one here, of course. So right away you get your braided cable. Let me open both sides. There you go. Flip this around so you guys can see. Get your controller right away. We'll get to that in a second. Of course, lovely braided cable, and it's a USB type A, USB type C. And then we get some goodies in here. Let's see. Of course, you get your GameSir information. QR code for you to scan. GameSir stickers. Another Xbox Game Pass giveaway, and I'll be giving this to you guys towards the end of the video. Let me scratch this off. Let's get through what we have in the box first. Obviously, your user guide information. I suggest reading this. Most of you won't though, so we'll just toss it to the side. Now let's take a look at the controller itself. As you can see, or here should I say, the face buttons, they have a little bit of a click to them. Let's see compared to the SE here. Yeah, these definitely feel more tactile, I would say, than the ones on the SE. Triggers feel amazing. I really, really like the triggers. They feel a little bit different than the one on the SE, but not by much. And obviously, they're texturized here. Bumpers don't really make that much of a sound, but they still feel comfortable. Let's take off this faceplate here. See how easy that is? Nice. It says GameSir here. And then of course you get your typical Xbox buttons, the YX, A and B, Xbox home button, options, the little screen share button here, and then your menu button. So, and then you get the M here. So you also get functions where you can control the chat volume and the game volume, and you could do that by holding this M button and then pressing over here if you want more of the game sound. And if you press the D-pad to the right and hold the M button here, you can change your chat, your voice, and your group volume. You get a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, audio jack at the bottom here. You get your mute button here. Of course, your mappable buttons. This says R4 and L4. I think on the SE, yep, they were both R4 and L4. Okay, I thought they, I thought they were different. But one thing I noticed, you do not have that switch that locks your mappable buttons on the back. So on the SE here, you have the option to lock the mappable buttons so that you don't accidentally push them. But it looks like on the HE, that's gone. And that's a disappointment. I think they should have definitely kept that. But let's go ahead and see what this cover looks like on the HE. I love the fact, oh, this is gonna be my go-to controller. The color scheme is amazing. You know I'm a sucker for the red color scheme. But I wish they would have really kept this lock on the back. I'm not sure why they took that away, but I feel like that's a miss in my opinion. All in all though, the controllers, might as well put this case on here. All in all, the controller feels very similar to the SE, this HE here. But hopefully this one actually works this time. So guys, that was probably the quickest unboxing, but let's go ahead and do a game test. I'm just anxious to see the responsiveness of this controller. I know everything's supposed to be Hall effect, and in my opinion, that's just really a buzzword because like I said, when I had this SE and I plugged it in, it did not work. It had drift, it had everything you can imagine wrong with this controller. So the HE, I went out on a limb and purchased this one, hoping that things would be different. So I'm done talking, guys. I appreciate you watching. That was a very quick look at the GameSir G7 HE controller for the Xbox. Let's jump into some gaming.
I'll show you the dark side. You insist on fighting? You know what I got. My revolution soon will be yours, willingly or not.